Today I'm making something really fun for Halloween, and these are skeleton cupcakes. And here are the ingredients that we need. We'll need a couple of cupcakes. I have a link to this recipe at the end of my video. We also have buttercream icing. This is the Wilton recipe. I have a link for that at the end of this video as well. We'll need some black food coloring. I'm using Wilton brand black. You're also going to need some little pop sticks. I got these at the craft store. I have yogurt covered pretzels, so you'll need some of those. I've taken one pretzel here and cut it in half, so I have two arms made out of the pretzel. We'll also need a few of these marshmallows. These are going to be for the head. We're also going to need white and black icing. The black icing I made with the Wilton black food coloring. This is going to be for the facial features. This here is going to be for the pretzels when we're building the body of the skeleton. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. Okay, so our first step, I'm going to take my buttercream icing and I'm just going to get that onto my cupcake. And you can do anything you want here, any which way. And there we go, beautiful. Okay, so that's our first step. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, that's number one. So now I'm going to take one of my little sticks here, and I'm just going to place it right down in the middle. There we go, beautiful. So now this is where the little white pretzels come into play. So we're going to drop them down. The reason why we're using white is because our skeleton is white. I got these over at my bulk store, my bulk food store, and these are yogurt covered. So we want to get one down just like that, and the icing is actually going to hold that in place. There we go. Then this is where we're going to start using our white buttercream that we have in our little Wilton piping bag. So what I'm going to do here is I want to build up a little bit of an area so I can get my next pretzel on there, but I do want to have some spacing in there. So what I think I'm going to do first, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so that we can see a little better here. Okay, I've zoomed in. I just want to zoom in so that you can actually see what I'm doing, so it's not too fun if I'm too far away. So here is our first little pretzel, and that is part of the rib cage. So what we want to do is we want to get some icing around here and build it up a little bit, just so that we have a little space between our next pretzel. And then we're going to pop this on, and you can see that now it's starting to look like a little rib cage. And if you're wondering, I am using a Wilton number 6 tip here. There we go. Wilton number 6. I find this is a good size for this. So there we go. Then we've got our next one. Then I'm going to add a little bit more. So just go back and forth. Just do it any way, which way you want. There's no rules. Just get enough on there to make a little bit of a spacing in between them. And then you're going to pop your next one on there. Now I'm only going to use 3 for this. You can use a 4th one if you wish. But for now, I'm just doing that. So there we go. So now you can kind of see how it looks. You can kind of space them out, make them look nice, make them look kind of realistic. There we go. Okay. So our next step is to get the little arms on. And what I did was I took a serrated knife and I just cut a pretzel in half. And now I've got a little arm. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, our buttercream icing. And I'm just going to get his little arm in there like that. Oh. A little bit of the stuff came off his arm. And there we go. We'll get that one on. Those are his little arms. And if you want, you can do a little bit more icing in the back, just to make sure that they stay in place. There we go. Beautiful. So our little body is really coming together now. Okay, so next step. I'm just going to take another one of these sticks and I'm just going to poke a little hole in the side of our marshmallow, just so I can make a hole so it slides in easier when we actually attach the head. I'm just going to make a little hole there. There we go. Where are we? Here we are. Alright, so now I've got my black buttercream, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start making little eyes and his nose, and then what I'm going to do is make his mouth. There we go. And there's his little mouth. The last thing to do is to put him on top of the little stick. Alright, so now we're just going to place our head on the stick, and then we're just going to place it just like that. And there we go. So there we go. There's our skeleton cupcake. Doesn't that look cute? So I'm just going to move my camera and we'll go check him out. And there he is. Isn't that cute? And let's go back up so we can see his little rib cage and his arms and his face. And there we go. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few more of these, and then I'll put them on my little display table and we'll film it, and that'll be the end of the video. But there we go. Happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Happy Halloween!